$110 foundations. I want to know how it works with no Botox, similar to the so far. Look. Okay, VB. Look at it. Look at it. All products settle. I have under eye circle. You can wash them and reuse them. A whole expensive face. I'm gonna use the really nice powder. You have oilier combination skin, you know what I mean. Maybe what that extra $60 is. I look for $110. Morph corrector underneath. This one is more skin-like. Hi friends, welcome to Actually Clean Beauty. My name's Joanna. On this channel, I test out non-toxic makeup and tell you how it wears on my 46-year-old combination skin. How do I know these products are non-toxic, you might ask? Well, I read the ingredients and I don't pay attention to the branding. Unfortunately, a lot of times brands just lie and say this product's clean when it has 4 or 5 questionable ingredients. So if you like unsponsored, unfiltered, non-greenwashed makeup reviews, keep watching. Today I am so excited to bring you this Victoria Beckham foundation drops and concealer pen wear test. This is a $110 foundation, y'all. So I am really hoping it wears well on my skin, but we're gonna take a close look at every nook and cranny and what's happening with it throughout the day, so you know if this foundation might be worth it for you or not. In honor of Posh Spice, I did wear my princess nails, which are also linked below. Okay, I'm so excited. I'm gonna open my box here. If you see me sweating, it's because it's always hot in this room. So I was gonna order the foundation from Nordstrom, but I had to order from Victoria Beckham's website because they did not have my shade. A lot of the retailers are out of that shade. So, opening up, okay. This little box. Victoria Beckham Beauty. You guys, I have never tried anything from Victoria Beckham before. So it's a little canvas bag. I hope they spent a lot of money on this canvas bag. And inside are the foundation and concealer. Okay, so packaging is very minimal. I don't think they spent money on packaging, you guys. Hopefully they spent it all on the formulas. Okay, this is it. I'm so excited. The foundation drops. The $110 foundation drops. Luminous light coverage with TFC 8. Whatever that is. So, it's supposed to be something that's really good on your skin. And I got shade Light 4. Let's see if I can open it with my nails. I just put them on. Here we go. That's pretty easy. Okay, how are we gonna get this out? Just rip it a little bit. It's okay to rip a box. Come out. Come out. Just rip it. We're just gonna peel it. Just peel it open. Okay. There we go. Another box. Okay. Ooh. Okay, another little info card here. Look at it. Shiny. Ooh. I'll throw this box away. Okay, Victoria Beckham. So the packaging is sleek. It is plastic. I mean, $110, you couldn't even splurge for some glass packaging unless this is some special type of plastic. Okay. Revolutionary science, clean beauty, blah, 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 blah. It's supposed to be really good. Okay. What I'm gonna do first is, this is supposed to be very skin-like. I wanna know how it works on mature skin with no Botox, because I do have a little bit of lines, and we'll see if it sticks in those lines. But this is water-based, so I'm gonna test it out with 2 actually clean water-based foundations that I like. The first one is gonna be, on this side of my face, I'm gonna use the OG SPF primer. This side of my face, I'm gonna use the Inika Organic Radiant Glow. This does not have SPF in it. I'm wearing SPF already as my skincare. For my skincare, I'm wearing the Inika Organic Bakuchiol Serum. I spray rose water in between between all the steps, I am wearing this Rock Vitamin C Eye Balm, and I'm wearing the Solara Sun Care Guardian Angel as my SPF. I love that stuff. I am tempted to use the Inika Organic Matte Perfection Primer on my T-zone because I do have combination skin, but that might be a separate video because there's only room on my face for 2 primers right now. Let's put the OG primer on. I find that this primer works really well, especially nice if you want a primer that doubles as an SPF, and it's water-based, but it does have nice oils in it. So I've found that it does actually work for oil-based foundations as well. You can also just use this as your SPF because it is nice and illuminating. I do have a problem where I have large pores on my nose that some serum foundations tend to sink into. Really don't like that. And I'm hoping that since this is a very thin foundation, it won't do that like some do. I just did a part 1 and 2 full face Inika Organic video. Check that out if you're into organic products. This is a really nice, light, very light and slippy, basically fruit water based primer. Does not have SPF in it, but it's really nice and light. I feel like it works with a lot of different foundations too. It's just kind of an unobtrusive primer that also doubles as kind of an illuminator. You can actually add it to your makeup look after as kind of like a little bit of illumination. So it's a really nice multi-use product that I think will work under a lot of different types of foundations. I love to mix it with the Inika Organic BB cream. It's really nice. Okay, you guys, I am nervous. I have used a $90 foundation before. The amazing discontinued Tom Ford Traceless Foundation Stick. You guys, it is a travesty that Tom Ford discontinued this and instead came out with a completely not clean serum type foundation. It's, to me, is gross and a tragedy. Anyway, let's shake this up. So you're supposed to shake it. I'm gonna zoom in here. I'm gonna actually try out a new foundation brush today. I've never used this type of foundation brush. This is for liquids. This is the Delium Tools 948 foundation brush. It's linked below. I love Delium Tools because not only are these sustainable, but their Pink Bamboo series is pink, so you can be fashionable and sustainable at the same time. Okay. So excited. Okay, when I saw Jeffree Star do it, he dropped it like right on his face, but I'm a little afraid to do that. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Let me try that. This is gonna be funny. Okay, that's enough. I'm sure that's enough. Let's try to spread it on the skin. You guys, it already looks like a good match. Look at it. Okay. Ooh, it's like painting. I love it. Look. Guys, it looks like my skin. It looks, okay. I don't want to get too excited yet, but like, oh, this is really nice. So far, look at that. Okay, so it's 19 shades, which is not a lot compared to other foundations, but this shade really matches me really well. Oh my god, I'm gonna do this again. Okay, so it's light to medium coverage, y'all, but oh my god, it looks like if they put like my skin hyper real in a bottle. It really does, like so far. This brush is pretty cool too. Wow. Look at that. This shade match is really nice. Oh my gosh. Y'all, is this gonna be actually worth $110? Some people I've seen say that it is similar to the Typology or Typology, however you say it, tinted serum, which I've never tried, but it is clean and I'm gonna link it below. I'm gonna order it and compare it to this. It's, you know, like $60 cheaper. So that is one to try if you don't have the funds for this one. Oh my gosh, but this is really nice so far. I want a little more. So light to medium coverage. You know, I like a lot of coverage. just who I am. I want to be able to show you, like, just look. This is gorgeous. And I think I'm doing pretty good for not having used this type of brush before. So, yes, it's light coverage, but I feel like it's actually improving my skin quality. Not just the tone, but yes, my skin tone, but also it's radiant. Oh my gosh. Like my skin, but better. So look, you guys. This is really nice. I mean, I would say this is up there with the Tom Ford. Granted, this is a completely different type of formulation. It's like a cream stick, but look at it. So this is foundation, and then this is no foundation. Foundation, no foundation. I'm shook. I mean, the rest of the video is just gonna be me staring into my compact like this with foundation on half my face. Like, did they make me look like AI? This is, okay, I think this might be worth it if you have it. Is this AI in a bottle? AI in a bottle is worth $110, I think. Like, they did that. They did that. Okay, VB. I'm on your bandwagon, okay? I love you. I love you, VB. Okay, let's do the full face now. I love this new way of doing foundation, dotting it all over my face. Oh, okay, that's enough. I want to like spread it all around. Look at all that. Y'all, if this does not go into my lines, I'm gonna be really happy because I'm putting a lot of product on. Oh, but look at that. Like, look at that. Granted, I don't have any breakouts right now, which is great. I don't know how well it would work over breakouts, but I do have a little bit of scarring right here from like hormonal acne. Let's see how it does over that. I mean, it's just like I'm spreading like a hyper real AI film over it. It looks great, actually. Look at that. It did cover it. If your skin tone is similar to mine, yes, try this shade 4. You might need to get it from Victoria Beckham's website or wait till like Nordstrom or whoever else. Look at it. It's just like painting on some AI to me. I know I'm applying too much, but I just love it so much. It's really fun. This foundation brush type is really fun. I didn't think it would be so fun. Oh my gosh. Let's get these nostrils here. Just kind of pushing it into my skin, like spreading it and pushing it. Usually I use my Jenny Patinkin foundation brush, which I really like. It's very different though. So it could be good to kind of diffuse if I need to, but we'll see what I feel like I need to do here. It's not sinking into pores so far, which is great. You know, it's so annoying when foundations do that. It's kind of a lot in my hairline there. This is so nice. And next time I apply it, you know I gotta do more videos on this, right? Kind of a lot right here. I'm gonna diffuse it with this brush. Just kind of blend it there. This Jenny Patinkin foundation brush is really nice. So I am looking, okay, a little bit of sinking into lines, but I'm wearing a lot of product, like, but it's not very noticeable. And I'm just gonna do that. Let's look over here. So yes, I mean, everything sinks into these lines, like every product, so I'm not surprised. Here, but it's not like super obvious. And I'm not surprised because I did put on a lot of product. So we'll just do that. Look at my face. I saw another influencer put it all down their neck. I'm not gonna do all that because I don't ever wear foundation on my neck. I think it looks great. Look at it. It's illuminating. It's my skin, but like hyper real. Okay. Okay. I am shook. If you have it, yeah. I'm gonna say yeah. Have not seen how it wears all day. I am gonna wear it for 8 hours. We are gonna do the concealer pen today. I am going to wipe this out of my lines because I wanna know how the concealer wears. It's gonna be a little bit of a difficult thing to see, to differentiate which is going into my lines, the concealer or the foundation, since I'm wearing them both under my eyes, but I did hear that they work best together. So let's see. But you know, as far as settling, it's not a ton for the amount of product I use. I've seen much worse. I am gonna do my eyeshadow first because I love to use concealer to clean up my eyeshadow. So, okay, I put my eyeshadow on and yes, the foundation has been settling more and more and I have just been wiping it out, but I did apply too much product. Basically, especially around my eyes. I would not normally apply that much foundation, especially where I have the deeper lines, but I always like to show you how much, to what extent these products settle. Trying my best to just sweep it out before I apply the concealer. All products settle, even $110 products. I basically just have to use less product where I have my deeper lines. Okay, the concealer pen. Excited for this. And this is still like light to medium coverage, which I normally don't go for concealers because I have under eye circles and I want full coverage. I probably need to lean into using a corrector more than I have been. Okay, so this is the concealer pen. You're supposed to just use the brush tip. You're supposed to not have to need to use concealer brushes to blend it out or anything. You're supposed to just use the brush that's on the pen already. I got shade L1. So let's try this. Okay, click it, click it, click it. How many clicks is it gonna take? I feel like sometimes with these pens, you can be clicking them forever and then all of a sudden you have too much product in it. You know what I mean? It's like, is that gonna happen here? Clicky, clicky. Is it on yet? No. How many clicks does it take? A lot. Still nothing. Are you supposed to shake it? I don't know. How many clicks, y'all? How many clicks? Is this something coming? Yes, something's coming. Finally. Something is coming. See? Let's let it percolate. Okay, it's coming out. Oh, you guys, I have eyeshadow swatches that I tried to rub off there. Okay, it's coming out. It looks like it adheres pretty well to the skin, so let's try it out. So now, I do already have foundation, but apparently it works well with the foundation because it gives you extra coverage. So, oh, okay, yes, putting it right over the blue, and I'm just putting it, I'm gonna avoid these lines because see, this is, the foundation does settle, but I did put a lot on, and I am gonna try to avoid, and it is in these lines too. Okay, I'm afraid I'll be doing that all day. But look, it does look like it's pretty nice concealer. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna carve out my eyeshadow there. So I feel like I still need concealer brushes though, because there's a little bit too much product on the wand for me to just blend it without getting extra product on, you know? So I don't know about that. How am I supposed to blend it if there's product on it still? I don't know about that, but I'm gonna let it sit for a minute though. I like to do that with concealer. But it looks really nice. Like, let's let that sit for a minute. Yeah, like there's too much product on there for me to like just use this to blend it, I feel like. Yeah, because it just keeps adding more product, which is not what I want, so. And I do like letting these serum-like concealers sit for a few minutes because they just, for me, blend so much easier. But I do like this shade. It does seem like it does have the right kind of beigey undertones to help combat my a little bit of blue that I have in my inner eye corners and under my eyes. Let's first use this. It said you're supposed to use the brush on the concealer pen to like push the product into your skin. I feel like this brush might be good for that. This is the Fitglow dual-ended concealer blending brush. It's really nice. I like this one. It works really well for the inner corners. But I don't know how much this concealer dries down. It might not dry down very much, you know what I mean? So let's give it a try here. It's probably been a minute or two since I put it on, and I'm just very, very lightly. I'm thinking this is the right end to use for this concealer. Usually I would use this one that's good for the inner corners, but I feel like this one is more like the concealer pen brush where I can just push it in without adding more product. And see, I'm avoiding these lines under here because that's where stuff gathers for me. As you can see, the foundation is still gathering there. Okay, that looks really nice though. See that? That looks pretty nice. And again, just using this end to lightly press it into my skin. It's an interesting product. I haven't really used one like it. I'm really following directions, like I'm not doing my usual thing, and I don't think it dries down very much. And I am going to use powder, but look. So see, I avoided my deepest lines there. Hopefully that will help. It might migrate there, I don't know, but I am going to use powder. Look though, with that foundation and concealer combination, look at that. It looks really natural, but kind of hyper real at the same time. I'm going to use the Manasi 7 Silk Finish Powder, which I always use under my eyes. Usually I use this under my eyes only. And I like to use these Jenny Patinkin. Oopsie. I like to use these Jenny Patinkin On Point Puffs. They're really nice and soft, and you can wash them and reuse them. So I really like that. So this is kind of like, I just kind of press the powder into the puff, the corner there. Just kind of spread it all around and then do that. Well, set it. And I'm going to put it over my eyeshadow too. So there it is, set and not set. Yeah, it looks pretty nice, huh? Okay, let's set the other eye. And wipe away stuff before we set it. That. Okay. I like using these puffs because they don't disturb the product as much as brushes do, in my opinion, and they really do a good job of actually setting. I typically only use this powder under my eyes because it's expensive, but since I'm going with a whole expensive face here, I'm gonna use the really nice powder on my whole face this time. So I'm gonna use my Jenny Patinkin powder brush here. And let's powder the face. I am not somebody who can just wear a foundation like this without powder. No, I am not. I get dewy. You have oilier combination skin, you know what I mean. But yeah, this powder is really nice. And it's clean, of course. So look at that. So this is the foundation set with the beautiful Manasi 7 Silk Finish Powder. I almost used the Anika setting powder. This is also very nice and smoothing. You could use this. I think that looks pretty good. Really natural. Let's add the blush and the eyebrows and the mascara and everything else. Look at this, y'all. So this is with the mattifying primer. And I applied Morph corrector underneath, it's a pink corrector, underneath a little bit of the foundation and then the concealer. And I avoided my lines. So this is the foundation with no primer. Okay, y'all, so it's been about an hour since I applied everything, my foundation, and I think this is still the foundation gathering because I did put kind of a lot of foundation on, so I'm just gonna wipe it away there. Okay. Not much. Okay, I'm gonna put setting spray on this whole look. This is the NARS setting spray. Yes, it's clean. So I always have eye bags in this lighting, but I want to show you guys what it looks like in all lighting, even bad lighting. So here we go. This is my bathroom. So there. Okay. This is it outside. Something really cool about this foundation, even though it's, yes, it is settling like all products settle into my lines. However, I feel like it's making up for that with the fact that it actually, I feel like it's working to make my skin look not dry and, dare I say, a little bit plumped up, which most foundations don't do. I feel like my whole face just looks plumped up. So I'm not too focused on the line settling. Like I said, I applied more product where I have my deeper lines more than I normally would. So I'm not too worried about that. Yes, it's annoying. It would be nicer if more products didn't do that as much, but I have yet to use a product that doesn't do that at all. And as far as settling, it's not the most settling I've ever seen in a product. This plumped up aspect to my face right now, even though I've set it with powder, is really setting it apart from other foundations. That to me is maybe what that extra $60 is that I'm paying for. I don't know. So I've eaten lunch, it's been about 3 hours, and yes, there is continual settling in my lines. I did apply too much foundation in this area. I imagine that's probably what this is. So yes, it is annoying. For $110, I wish it wouldn't do that. But I have yet to see a product that doesn't do that, so I don't know, y'all. It's not the craziest settling I've ever seen, like I said, and I am still happy with how my skin looks overall. It doesn't really look like, I mean, it looks like skin to me, even though it's a foundation set with powder. Like it looks, regardless of the settling, I am happy with how it looks, so. I am not actually that dewy yet, but there is still time in the day, so let's continue to see what happens. Mostly, I feel like I look younger. And I mean, I'm not mad at that, so yes. I feel like my skin looks plumped up today. I'm really happy with that. Okay, it has been about 8 hours, and let's check in with this foundation. This is the Anika Radiant Glow side, and this is the OG SPF primer side. Yes, it has gathered a little bit more under and around my eyes and my deepest lines. Here you can see I did apply a lot of foundation, so you can see it in these lines. I'm just gonna do that. I haven't done this for a few hours now, so now I still, I think, feel the same, that yes, it does settle into lines, but like I said, I would not normally apply that much around my eyes. And the fact that it plumps up my skin, you can see I can't stop looking in the mirror. I feel like it really does plump up my skin, and it makes some of the harder edges on my face, it smooths them out somehow. I don't know quite how to explain it, but it does that. Even though it might settle into a line or two, I don't really mind that because I can just quickly fix that. Yes, for $110, I mean, come on, like I really would hope that it would not settle quite as much. But it does do that other thing, which overall, I feel like it does make me look younger. As far as coverage, when I think of this, it's less of like covering my skin up and more of like a melding, being one with my skin, and just really making it look like my skin is more plumped up and not covered up. I mean, I feel like I want to wear it every day. It really is very nice. I have not powdered since earlier today, since the first time I powdered. So I get dewy, but I don't look overly dewy, which is really nice. And maybe that's because it's like a water-based foundation as opposed to an oil-based foundation. I don't know. A lot of times the oils on my nose will make the foundation break up and it will look a little patchy, or oh, it just looks like my nose is now a different color than the rest of my face because it broke up only on my nose. I don't have this problem with this foundation. Still basically looks like skin. I'm just really happy with it. This is really an awesome product. However, I have not tried the Typology Tinted Serum. I have not tried the Westman Atelier foundation drops, so I don't know how those compare yet. I don't know if it does the same plumping, smoothing effect as this does. It just really makes my skin look better. So I would say if you have it to spend, definitely check this out. It really does feel like kind of painting on a kind of AI filter for my skin. The concealer. I do have eye bags that this concealer does not fully cover in certain light, right? My eye bags are almost always visible in certain light. I think I really need to lean into getting a color corrector that really works for me to help me out with that, so that I can wear more skin-like concealer that might not have as much coverage as I need, because this concealer is very nice. It is still on. It has broken up on my eyelid a little bit. Okay, so I feel like the concealer definitely lasted a lot longer with the Morph corrector underneath. I do actually want to try the orange corrector by Morph, but this was the light pink one. Blossom, I believe, is the shade. So that's what it looks like. And I applied less foundation today, and so I have less settling in my lines. And yeah, I am much less dewy with the matte primer underneath. So if you're looking for a good, clean, matte primer that doesn't have too much silica, check out the Matte Perfection Primer by Anika Organic. I like it. And sometimes I like to just put it in my T-zone and like my forehead and my chin. I suppose I could compare it to the OG concealer. I really like the OG concealer. I feel like it's nice and hydrating, but the OG concealer has more coverage than this, but this one is more skin-like. So, I don't know, it depends on what you're going for. So if you are looking for really skin-like products and you either use a color corrector or you don't need a color corrector, or you just need light to medium coverage for concealer, I would definitely check out this concealer. If not, there's plenty of options that don't cost as much. I would say both of these products are really original and at the top of their game. Thank you so much for watching my Victoria Beckham foundation drops and concealer pen review. When you watch my video, it really means the world to me. So thank you very much. If you like the video, please press the like button and subscribe if you want to see more of this type of content. Everything I'm wearing on my face, everything I mention is going to be linked down below. If you have any questions at all, please leave a comment down below, or you can also email me at actuallycleanfriends@gmail.com. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in a new video soon. Bye!